Here we're going to be here, box of Bants, and I'm very happy to be joined with, I suppose, an enigma now at this stage. Luke Keeler. Luke, last time I spoke to you actually was at the Fela this year. Um, your last time you were fighting obviously was against Demetrius Andrade, and that was just
Yeah,
before lockdown. And
yeah.
so how's life been for you since?
All good, all good. I'm getting loads of stick about the comeback. I'm getting a lot of slaggings for the lads, but I was doing small bits, tipping away. Bit of trouble with me back, so the plan is now to go after Christmas, January. Well, February now at this stage. I'm not leaving it that long, so that's the plan of action now. Please God.
Yeah, You- I know lockdown kind of hit very, very soon after you had your fight, but you were kind of taking a break anyway. Is that right in saying?
Yeah, it was obviously very disappointing the fight. And I had a long run up to that, back to back kind of fights
Hmm.
and training camps, and I was at a stage where I needed a break anyway. So lockdown came. Been a bit unfortunate with me back since then. I think the break probably hindered me in that way. I had some issues with me back, but I'm kind of just I need to get back into it. I need to get back into it. I'm missing the boxing.
You're missing it now. So, because I was thinking in the stage in the lead up to that Andrade fight, you were saying how much you were enjoying training and how much you were enjoying improving all the time. And but then when you took the break, it seemed like you were enjoying your break, and I was thinking maybe you were thinking about then maybe not coming back. Was that ever crossing your mind?
Look, to be honest, I kind of battling with a kid on, what I said to myself was, I'm gonna get back. I'll get back full time training, and once my body's performing and everything's good, I'll go again.
Hmm.
So I haven't got the chance to actually do say a solid 5 6 weeks even. I've just been in and out of the gym, and I mean, my partner Gemma just had the baby there, and I'm moving
Congratulations,
house as
Louis.
well. Yeah, thanks. I'm moving house, so I said to myself, I'm gonna be busy the next couple of months with that, and I reckon February next year going well. I'll train once a day and get me get me sharpness and see where I am at that stage, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah. No, well, that's good because I remember you were saying to me that the Feda, like um, when I come back, I really hope that, because there's a chance you're going to have to go to that place again, where it gets really, really hard and, the training gets really tough again. And there might be a moment in the ring where you get tough. And he says, I don't know how I'll feel at this age going back in there, to that place. But watching boxing now, are you fully confident now? Like, you've got itchy hands again, itchy knuckles again, and you're like, I really do want to go back to it now.
Yeah, I do, but until you're actually in there going through it, you don't know for sure. You know that kind of way until you
Yeah.
actually have a. I was watching sparring there the other week Adam McKenna was down sparring, and he's sparring a guy in the gym, and I was actually just watching that spar and was saying, "Geez, I'd love to get in there and spar." That was the first time I felt that way, and I actually had a spar with McKenna. Uh, Back at Rusty now, he put her on me in fairness to him, but I still have that bit of fire to go back. So I just need a run now. I'm gonna be busy the next month or two. I'll get a run in camp and then go from there. I know what I need to do. It's just actually going and doing it now, I suppose.
Is you've kind of had the opportunity then where you are from the outside looking in, to kind of monitor the scene at the middleweights. Is there any particular fight you think that would be perfect for you to come back in?
It's a long break, so I spoke to my manager on that, and we were saying get an 8 rounder first, but I don't know whether sometimes it's hard to get up for certain fights. Like I'm getting to the stage in my career where like I'll probably as well just going into a fight I was actually, funny enough, I was offered only yesterday. I was offered a Sergio Martinez fight early January. Which he's a huge name and he's older than me. So, but I actually googled his box rec. So I said, if that fella can do it at 46, we've no excuses. So there's hope for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He offered that fight in January. I said, look, it's a bit soon. The baby's only home a couple of days, and I'm moving house. So, but it's nice to be.
Were you watching him? Like, it's a pity you didn't know before, because you could have been watching him ringside for Kiko Martinez, thinking, you know what, like he looks out, like, you know, I could probably stop him.
Yeah. But no, he had a decent win against Brian Rose there, didn't he? So he must have a bit. I didn't see the fight.
You know, he looked well on Saturday. I thought he looked a young 46. You know, but still
as young as 46 can be, I suppose. Yeah, 46.
Yeah. But I hear he has a lot of injuries. He goes through a lot of injuries, like. But
like us all. I see he used to strap up his knee a lot, didn't he? He used to strap up the knee. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was mentioned, and then the Chris Eubank fight was mentioned. I know Connor Coyle was talking about, wasn't he? But
Connor Coyle, yeah.
I just wasn't training for a couple of months, so I actually never. That was actually it was late notice as well for him, wasn't it? It was only but that was mentioned. So my name is still in the mix. I know I've been gone in a year and a half, probably longer, but it's nice to be still mentioned. It'd be interesting to see how that Williams and Eubank fight goes. That's a fight that I'd love, Eubank Jr. Like, I'd love, that's one that really, like, it get the juices flowing, wouldn't it? And it's a huge fight. So I just have to get back in the gym, Keeler.
Were you offered the Eubank fight around the same time as Connor? Like, I think Connor was given only a little bit of time for the fight. Yeah. But how much time were you given for it?
Same. It was around, like, it was only a week or two, and I wasn't training. So I put on a few pounds as well. So no, it wasn't a runner. He's probably a bit lighter than me. It was a great opportunity for him, wasn't it? But short notice as well, I suppose.
Yeah. The Martinez fight, where was that going to be held, do you think?
In Spain, yeah.
In Spain, okay, right, okay. And was it offered as a 12 round or an 8 round, or was it a belt or anything like that? Or
I think it was just there's no belts mentioned. I think it was just a 10 rounder.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair play to Sergio then. You know, a young man only coming off a world title shot, and he's offering you to come over and fight him. But
he must have heard I was out of the gym. He must have got word.
So one reason why I want to speak to you, because obviously Jay Quigley is going to be fighting now on Friday night, or Saturday early morning for Irish people, and he's going to be fighting Demetrius Andrade, who you fought. And look, I know it didn't work out the way you wanted it to work out. The fight didn't go the way it played for you. But first of all, your thoughts on the fight when it was originally made?
With Jason and Andrade.
Yeah.
Great opportunity. Great opportunity. It's great that's in Boston as well with the crowd. I think that does help. I think you'll have the lion's share of the support, Jason. He's coming off a decent win. When did he last fight, Jason? Was that a while ago? Was it that?
Shane Mosley Jr. It wasn't that long ago. It was only about 3 months ago, maybe a bit longer.
Oh yeah.
It was very recent, yeah.
Like I didn't give Andrade the credit in terms of punching power and awkwardness as he kind of, like, I went over to that fight in my head believing I was going to win, Kieran, you know, and awful start getting caught in 5 seconds, but just different level of opposition. Like I let myself down in camp. I should have probably got better sparring, high level, like southpaw sparring, because I wasn't up to standard at all for that fight. I think like people always talk about levels in boxing. I think he is that. You mentioned it as well. You thought maybe he's elite world level, world champions, and I would actually put him in that bracket after being in one, but or maybe I don't know. He was a level. I thought he was a level above me. He was cruising like kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And what he done to Liam Williams as well, he was cruising. So it's a big ask for Jason. I rate Andy. He's a great man, and look, I think they'll have a good game plan. He starts fast, Andrade, so if he can just combat that, and then he kind of he's a bit lazy and fights within himself. So once he can and put their groove into it, because I think he does struggle with weight and could tire. But he's dangerous. He's a dangerous. You're seeing like he dropped Liam Williams as a tough man in great form. He is a high level. I fancy Andrade to win that fight, but a few things can go your way, in fights, and if he gets the luck, things go well. Like fighters can be like carrying injuries, they can be weight trained that you don't know of. Like he needs a lot of luck on his side to beat Andrade. Is my opinion,
When you were going into that fight, obviously you and Pete were obviously looking at watching him and trying to pick up as many flaws and things you could exploit. What were the certain things that Pete and yourself were picking out and were looking to exploit?
I think do that like I was stopped in the end of the 9th round. So I was thinking hanging in there and maybe like I probably would have got a round or two at the end maybe, but I got stopped on my feet. Like I think he does tire a bit. My idea was that I could try get in and grind them down, but I wasn't. It's hard to close the pace from. I couldn't get near them. I couldn't land against them to actually put rounds in the bank or put damage in the bank. So I was ineffective in the fight. Big step up in level. So it didn't really go to plan, Fighting, sorry if I couldn't across. I think just fights that he does and he's not up for. Like he wouldn't be up for me. He wouldn't be up for Jason. He's kind of he's looking for the big names. So I think that takes the edge off fighters. He must be 2 years waiting for a name. So I'm sure it brings frustration and like a bit of a like in camp and stuff. So you're probably right in terms of dipping. But that buzz isn't going. I'm sure if he got matched with Charlo or Canelo, he'd rise again.
Did you find like he seemed to be quite a quirky character? Do you know what I mean? So, and I could see you were trying to not, I suppose, get under his skin a little bit by kind of saying that he looked like he was losing his head and things like that. Did you find that he wasn't rising to it, or did you find that played any part at all?
I think he might have risen to it a bit. I think he started like fast, maybe down to that. I probably shouldn't have risen. He probably started a bit slower, but I probably annoyed him a small bit. He started really quickly, and like I think Jason will be aware of that now. We started quickly against Selecki. Like if you look back at all the videos, he starts fast and then goes into a little groove. So once Jason combats that and gets into his rhythm, I'm sure he have a good game plan. But like it's boxing and anything can happen. Like he has a chance.
Obviously you and Jay have different styles. Like what, in your opinion, can Jay bring to the table that can kind of falter Andrade, like that'll work in his favor?
He'd be more of a more technically sound than me, Jason. Like Liam Williams is all action, like kind of a more aggressive fighter, and that didn't work against Andrade. I think it's just clever, sustained pressure without making mistakes, which I'm sure Jason can do. Will be the way to find him, I think. So he has that boxing ability, Jason. He was a world level amateur. He hasn't
silver medalist.
He hasn't really shown in the pros. And now did you see the Mosley fight yourself? Was it?
Yeah,
that was close. Was it?
Yeah, but I would say, even though it was quite close, I would say it's his best performance to date. I would say, I
Right.
think a lot of people would say that as a pro, like he performed
Yeah,
well.
I remember actually. I remember Andy Lee saying it about myself coming up against Arias, like about levels, and he thought like he fought at war level and he was a better level. He had a good win recently, so I think I'd probably put Arias probably slightly better than just comparing opponents. Mosley maybe, and like it's levels in boxing in there, like so. It is a tough ask.
Hmm.
Uh, But I rate Andy as a coach, like
Mm.
to see once he put the camp in and got high level sparring, it can happen, can it?
Yeah. Have they reached out to you at all, asking for any input or anything like that?
No, no, I didn't get any. No, I didn't unless they contacted Pete. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
He probably isn't.
All right. Sorry, I was going to ask you, Luke, as well. Um, it'd be great for you, wouldn't it, if Jay wins? It's great for the country. It's brilliant for Jay, but it also like yous have always kind of been mentioned in some form of way, but he would be in a step at the time. Sometimes when you get asked, he would be maybe that one step ahead of you, and then what happened was then he lost, then you're the kind of step ahead of him, and it kind of seems like if you came back and if you want one, you'd be very close to having maybe a fight over here.
Be
Even if he
amazing, yeah.
lost.
Yeah, yeah. Even if he lost, like hope he acquits himself well and still has a hunger for fighting, and it could be a fight that would get the juices flowing, kind of like there was always Cummins and him were always mentioned ahead of me, uh, in articles and stuff, and like in our careers growing up, I was always a step below. We got the win against Cummins. They
Mm,
had an amateur. Jason beat me twice in the amateurs as well. So it would be a good fight. Like it's something that I'll get up for. Uh,
mm,
because I'm struggling for that at the moment. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I'd love that fight, and obviously if it was for a world title, it'd be amazing. But if he wins a world title, I can't mention his name. I need to get a couple of good wins if he wanted to defend some there. But I wish him the best. He's a lovely guy. He's an Irishman, and he'll
Mm,
have the crowd behind him. Hopefully Andrade dips because at his previous showing he should be Quigley previous showing. But boxing is a funny game. You see the upsets. You see Martinez doing Galahad there the weekend. It's a great sport, isn't it? Like everyone was delighted with that.
it's all a bit of crack, But
Yeah, everyone was celebrating Pico Martinez. They're laughing at the downfall. Poor Galahad, huh? But yeah, touch wood. Jason can pull her off. Uh,
yeah.
it'd be great.
Grant, I really appreciate your time, Luke.
No,
And yeah, as always, a pleasure. And
no
hopefully
problem.
next time I'll be speaking to you, you'll be in the gym with Pete, and I'll
Please
speak to
God,
you
please God. Not me van. But no, that's now. Thanks, here. Right.